Hello, smart people out there. Isn't that awesome learning so many tricks and tips together and applying each and every new concept that you are learning, taking the concept of piping to a next level? We now need to understand in this tutorial that how the piping commands can be used along with redirection so that how the piping commands can be used along with redirection, right? We will be learning in this tutorial how to combine the commands using piping, as well as in the last tutorial that we tried, we were not able to use redirection before the piping ends. But in this tutorial, we will learn how to store the data of a pipe before actually passing the data into the pipeline. For that, we'll be knowing about T command, which is actually T, TEE, and Xargs command. By the end of this tutorial, you will be able to use redirection and piping together. You will not be just using piping to combine commands. In fact, you will be getting more benefits out of that, and you will be actually able to use it in a much better way than you have ever imagined of. So let's go ahead and see what actually a T command is. As the name says, T, this is actually the alphabetical T what I have tried to make over here. What this command does, this command actually takes the standard output from one command, and before passing the standard output as standard input to the other command down the pipeline, it actually helps us to store the data downwards to a t.text or whatever name you can give. I've just given T so that it can be more relatable. So I'll repeat again. T command will help you to store the data into a file before passing the data to another command into a pipe. Understood? So now we'll go back to the terminal and we'll see actually how this T command will work. You can see I'm still having that fruits.txt. We'll be using the same. So now what I'm doing, I'm writing cat fruits.txt. We have used it several times, so now by now I hope everybody is very much familiar with the command what I'm doing. So using the cat command and fruits.txt, I'm asking cat command to read the data from fruit.txt. And what we have done till now was, we were doing, suppose I'm just using sort. So if I am doing this fruits.txt and sort, let's see what's the result come. This command have read all the data and sorted the entire data in a alphabetical order. But now what I want to use redirection. So what mistake we were doing earlier, we were putting up redirection before the pipe starts, and we were doing like t.txt. Okay. Now I press enter and I can go back to this and I can see the t.txt. Since I have used sort after the pipeline, if this entire thing works, it should be alphabetically arranged in t.txt. But it is actually arranged in its original form rather than getting sorted and arranged. So before going ahead, what I want you to know that what mistake we were doing, we were actually redirecting the entire output to another data stream, that is to a file t.txt, and then there was nothing to pass down the pipeline. So this sort command didn't work. So what I am doing right now down below in this command, I'm reading data from cat fruits.txt, then I'm passing the entire data to a pipe where I'm using t.txt, T command I am writing, and I have mentioned a file name which is t.txt. Okay, and then again I have used a pipe and I'm using sort, and this data I'm redirecting into output.txt. So what actually should happen now, This cat command will read the data, it will pass the data to the T command, and the T command will help us to store the data in t.txt, as well as at the same time it will pass the data to another command which is sort down the pipeline. And after the data gets into sort, the data will be redirected to a output stream which is output.txt. So in this file t.txt, all the data will be arranged in its original form. That means it will not be alphabetically arranged. And in output.txt, the data will be alphabetically arranged. So we'll go back, we'll press enter, and we'll go back and check both the files. Okay. So now I'm having t.txt. Let's first check it, reload it. Okay. It is not alphabetically arranged, but it is having all the data which is actually available in the fruits.txt. So let's close it. And now I'm checking output.txt. In this command, the sort command have actually worked. Congratulations. Now you have an idea of how T command works. And just to summarize T command, I want to repeat it again, that T command allows you to save the snapshot of the data and allows you to continue with the piping. Whereas in redirection, which we were using before the pipeline, you will, if you are doing redirection and not piping, the, you will only be able to keep the snapshot of the data, but you will not be able to do any further piping like we did over here. Instead of the pipe, had we used a redirection symbol, then the data would have been stored in t.txt and nothing would have been passed as an input to sort command, and that's why this pipeline will not work. But rather than we have used a T command, we have used a pipeline, and the command have worked properly.
So that's all about the T command. I want to keep it short, and in the next chapter we'll be discussing piping with the xargs command.